Traders and investors need to gain the skill of how to spot winners and losers. In this video, I'm going to give you 8 cryptos that are getting increasing investor attention and 8 cryptos that are losing investor attention. Stay tuned, it's going to be a lot of fun. On days like today, it's important to note what has power and investor attention and what doesn't. We can see, although Bitcoin is maintaining its gravity quite well, we can see the alts behaving badly, especially BNB, ADA, Matic and Doge. Solana and XRP are holding out quite well. If you're new, a very warm welcome and welcome back, CTKS family. Inside the masterclass, we focus on investor attention. I'm going to be leveraging all the techniques inside the masterclass, but especially LV21 and LV22. If you're liking the content, please smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. There are so many gems that we'd love to share with you. Right now, the greatest investor attention in the crypto market is going into 1inch, Maker, XRP, Algo, Optimism, Stellar or XLM, Comp and Ocean. The lowest investor attention in crypto is currently LDO, Synthetics or SNX, Harmony 1, Phantom, Theta, Link, Unfi and NKN. These are currently some of the weakest crypto projects just at the moment. We can see that Bitcoin's gravity, this blue line, when it came down, it just moves the entire crypto market, but we can see LDO has lost a lot of momentum. This is what we often find. The greatest gainers one day can be amongst the greatest losers the next, so be careful in crypto. But it can also go the entirely different way. The greatest losers one day can be the greatest gainers the next. What this practically means, timing is very important in crypto. You don't want to get caught in a sell-off like that if you can avoid it. Inside the masterclass, we have a very specific way of looking at price action. We know that no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. So if Bitcoin goes up, what's happening to the other alts? For example, Ethereum. You can see it coming up. What happened when Bitcoin went up? Look at XRP, it just partied. And Solana as well. But when Bitcoin comes down, what happens to the other alts as well? You can see it. If Bitcoin is coming down, you can guarantee the alts are following. This is a very, very important rule. And we've seen some changes in the top 8. XRP took out BNB. Solana took out ADA. If you look more deeply into these charts, you'll understand the reasoning behind this. When you look at XRP's price action, it's been able to maintain this upward momentum. BNB is decaying down. Solana is maintaining, but ADA decayed down. You may be tempted to just pop into one chart when you see an opportunity. But please, just slow down a little. It's important to understand Rule 446. All markets are intercorrelated and interdependent. We know no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. The greatest gainers, those with the greatest amount of investor attention, and the greatest losers, those with the least amount of investor attention, are still moving in alignment with Bitcoin's gravity. There was a very good episode yesterday that covered this. We need to cast a wider net. We need to understand what the main markets are doing, especially the Tier 1 charts. If the S&P 500 futures and the Nasdaq are selling down, that will put negative momentum and negative pressure on crypto. That in turn will push Bitcoin's price down. Understanding Bitcoin's gravity and the true support and resistance inside Bitcoin is incredibly important when you're in the crypto market. Let me just turn on the CTKS method monthly service indicator, and that reveals 2 levels, 1 support, 1 resistance. Around the current price action, Bitcoin is currently $30,243. The CTKS method marks up all of price history, and Bitcoin started trading in 2009. What you see here are smart money buy and sell levels, or Borsog levels because we buy on red and sell on green, but not necessarily in that order. We choose where we enter and where we exit. We can see that Bitcoin challenged this 30,413 level and didn't succeed. It tried to get above it, but the sellers were too strong. Then we had a bit of a negative air gap here. We lost underpinning structure and we've made our way down. One thing to note, the price, when it comes down, this is a long liquidation spike, and the resulting one is a short liquidation spike. That's why sharp angles can reverse or reflect. Momentum is incredibly good in the crypto market, but price swings like this are to be expected. Therefore, we know that we are below resistance at this current time. What about total crypto market cap, and why does it matter? If you think about Bitcoin and you think about total, these are two things that traditional alt investors and traders just wouldn't look at because they say they're not relevant. I'm just looking at my chart. That's a huge mistake. Why is that? Because Bitcoin controls all the alts. From a directional stance, it's built into the algorithms. Therefore, where is the smart money buying and selling? We can see the smart money resistance level. Unlike Bitcoin, total crypto market cap could not get through that 1.189 trillion smart money sell level and convert it to a buying level. Support and resistance are always flipping. We see negative air, greater amounts of negative air, even greater amounts of negative air here. Where is the next real support line inside total crypto market capitalization? Is at that $1.16 trillion mark. Therefore, we can see Bitcoin being rejected, and we can also see total crypto market cap also being rejected. I mentioned before Rule 446, all markets are intercorrelated and interdependent. We're seeing total and Bitcoin selling down. This is pushing all the alts down. Therefore, we need to look into the Tier 1 charts. Tier 1 charts are the global engine of financial markets. Specifically, I'm going to look into the S&P 500 futures. What can we see here? Look at this. This is really quite intriguing. When Bitcoin and total crypto market were coming down, the S&P 500 futures were also coming down. We had a bit of a bounce up. That bounced up crypto. Now crypto, total crypto market cap, and Bitcoin are coming down because the S&P 500 futures are coming down as well. But what happens if the S&P 500 futures actually turn around? Well, you can pretty much see that here. After a bit of a lag effect, that will pull Bitcoin and the entire crypto market up. This is why we must look at the Tier 1 charts. It's not optional. If we want to make money and to be synchronized in with the market, it's absolutely critical to do. Some people will say, crypto is completely independent of the stock market. Ken, you just don't know what you're talking about. Let's check it out. Why don't we just overlay the S&P 500 futures across total crypto market cap? Do you notice any association? Please let me know in the comments. What about Bitcoin? Surely the S&P 500 futures has got nothing to do with Bitcoin. Oh, look at this chart. The S&P 500 futures have been negative. And yes, Bitcoin has been negative as well. Yes, there is an association. The next thing that we need to do is to look at the structural levels, the CTKS structure across the Tier 1 global engine charts, looking at the S&P 500, which has been marked up with the CTKS method since 1871. A lot of people don't have the time to mark up charts. That's why the CTKS method monthly service was created. Turning on the indicator from the service, where is the support level? We can see on the S&P 500, we can see that there's structural support here at that 44.93 level. This is really important to understand. If we were currently under resistance and under strong resistance we may see a fall through, but we know that we've got support at 44.93. And when you're in the CTKS method service, you get access not just to what I'm showing you here, but the levels up and down as well. I'd like to thank everybody for their kind comments in the past couple of videos about the Stanfield levels or SLs and how they've been helping people out. It's just so wonderful. One thing that we could look at when we look at Litecoin, what does this price action represent? If you're using story-based analysis or recent indicative price and not marking up the support and resistance levels since 2013 on Litecoin, you'll find that you get a distorted picture of what is real. That's where the CTKS method comes in, because it marks them all up. And what do we see here? I've just created some SCs or Stanfield zones over these SLs or Stanfield levels, and what do we notice? You can see it's very precise. At that 95.24 level, Litecoin simply couldn't break through that resistance. It tried, but then what happened? It came down and tested a safety net at that 93.99, and we've seen, because of the S&P 500 futures decaying at the moment, Litecoin is coming into some safety nets of its own around this particular area from 92.87 to 93.39, but there's a stronger level of support between 92.37 and 92.52. There's a massive difference between looking at a chart like this and looking at a chart like this. You can absolutely understand where the safety nets and where the ceilings are, and Litecoin has been marked up with the CTKS method since 2013. This is part of the CTKS method monthly service. There are military applications that allow, for the first time, for people to see through walls and detect threats. These sensors can detect if people are moving inside structures up to 100 meters away. This is actually a really long distance away. There are other technologies that allow soldiers to see through walls. The results are just incredible. In the same way that armies can detect what's going on inside building structures 100 meters away and can see through thermal imaging when they're at the wall, we've got the same kind of technology through the CTKS method. We literally have X-ray vision into where the algorithms are buying and selling. And when before we were looking at this, price was coming down in real time like this. As price falls through these floors, they create magnetized support. What did we see? We saw price reverse up. Now it's testing this area between 92.87 and 93.39 and seeing if it can turn it into support. Like an army officer could see through walls, you're a trader or investor that can see through smart money price structure by using the CTKS method. What I've done is to just go back to view the positive radar, the positive investor attention. And what do we see here? You can see the Bitcoin, that blue line, this is on the 1 second chart. It's moving up. Look at how XRP just mirrors what is going on, but the other ones are doing it as well. What about those cryptos that had the least investor attention? No alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. Even those are following Bitcoin's directional correlation. This is why the rules of the crypto market are so important to understand. Understanding how the crypto market works is incredibly important if you want to make money from it. The CTKS Masterclass is at cryptotechnicalanalysis.org. It's a premium Rolls-Royce level masterclass on crypto technical analysis using the CTKS method, a method of TA invented specifically for crypto that accounts for exponential implosions and explosions in price and updates normal stock market and Forex TA. The masterclass is expensive, but it's 30 plus years of knowledge transfer. It requires dedication and commitment to get through. But the rewards are significant, and I would like to thank Oscar Bollinger for his kind generosity in offering a CTKS partial masterclass scholarship. The links for that are in the description of this video. The masterclass was created for a very specific reason. And if you go across to the testimonials page on cryptotechnicalanalysis.org, you'll see that, and you'll also see a lot of different testimonials. Identifying and understanding opportunities is one thing, but we require positive excellence and real wealth to be able to take advantage of those opportunities. And you can see when we look at the 1 second chart, how much correlation is there on a 1 second basis right across the entire crypto market. There's also a very big difference between traders and investors. Being a trader, you need very, very rapid signals. You need more rapid signals than investors will ever need. But all investors become traders anytime they buy or sell. So understanding how price moves is critical for every single investor. You don't want to buy at the top and sell at the bottom. Positive excellence is a philosophical foundation of the CTKS method. Without persistence and commitment, we just can't make any degree of success stick in this world. It doesn't matter what we focus on. Without persistence and commitment, any success will be temporary. Without integrity, loyalty, and decency, whatever successes are created will feel empty and hollow. Therefore, kindness and gratitude are incredibly important, as is inner and outer peace. Every single green word on this particular page is all formed through courage, not fear. Negative excellence is the opposite of positive excellence, and it's unfortunately how the majority of the world lives. That is why there's so much misery on this planet. When people live from negative excellence, they're inverting these behaviors. They don't have inner peace, they have inner conflict. They don't have outer peace, they have outer conflict. They don't have integrity, they'll just take anything that they can get, no matter what, because the ends justify the means. This is a really bad way of thinking, and we've seen many crypto influencers out there suffer the fate that awaits them for a lack of integrity. It's important to note that karma is real. It is delayed, but it's real. Unfortunately, this world can make us weak because negative excellence weakens us all. That's why establishing a positive excellence life trend is so important. We will all hit resistance in life. We will all get setbacks in life. When we get that setback, it's building the internal strength, that positive excellence inside you, to promote you, to set you up, to get supported in life for the next life rally. And if you're currently going through a life pullback, our love and healing thoughts are with you. The sun will come out again, and it's really important to keep positive. The more that you go through life, the more years that tack onto your experience, the more you understand life's internal battle is the real battle. There are 4 stages that all investors and traders progress through to become consistently profitable and master fear. Zone 1 and Zone 2 are very focused on certainty. This is where fear reigns supreme. Having been in financial markets for more than 30 years, one thing I can say very definitively: if price is going up, it's not the safest time to buy. If price is coming down, it is not the safest time to sell. But inside Zone 1 and Zone 2, terror takes over, forcing people to buy at or near the top and to sell at or near the bottom. This is why we need a lot of patience and rules. We need to stick to probability and just throw certainty out the window. Certainty is not your friend. Because as soon as you feel certain, the market is likely to reverse. In Zones 3 and Zones 4, as soon as we make a loss of any type, we create a rule from it. In other words, we don't shy away from the loss, we try to dig into it to say, how do I prevent myself from doing this again? What you will typically find, the rules are very psychologically based. If you've found some good lessons in your losses, please share them in the comments. I'm sure that would be very, very helpful to others. In uptrends, price can come down. In downtrends, price can come up. So that's why we do our daily three-dimensional risk management. We understand that we get paid by the market when we're synchronized. When we desynchronize from the market, we must pay the market. And the market very lovingly hands us back a lesson from our losses. Please let me know personally, what are the greatest lessons you've got from your losses? Or it could be the top 3. That's why we say inside the CTKS creed, I win or learn and never blame, because the market is handing us a lesson that we must understand in order to pay it again at a higher rate next time. Have a great day or night ahead, my friends, and Kate and I look forward to catching up with you again tomorrow. Bye for now.